Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bats of the Ball. I'm Andrew here to break down the Brewers versus Angels series out west, the last game in this stretch. We're coming back home. We'll talk about that later though. Game one we had the Brewers were up against, so it was like Angels. I already said that. Johan was pitching up against Ryan Johnson, I think is what his name was. Yes. Um. Fairly mundane game. It was like a second inning. Cooper gets us on the board on a single to left fielder to left field. Jose Siri misplayed that ball if I remember correctly, which allowed Mitchell to score. Was it Mitchell to score, or I believe so? No, Bowers to score. That's right, Bowers to score, and then put Mitchell on third. We had runners in second, third with 2 outs. So got the Brewers on the board early. That was nice to see. Johan was dealing. He was doing really well. It wasn't until the 5th inning where he started giving up some runs, but overall, I think he was really, really solid. So, yeah, and then we'll skip to the 5th inning because that's when the Brewers would score. Trang would hit a home run. We had some hard hit balls in this game. I think Yelich hit a couple that were out to the deep part of the ballpark. Trang would hit a ball that I did not think was going to get out though. He hit that put the Brewers up 3-0, and then Bowers would hit a 3-run home run later in that inning after Churio and William Contreras would get on base, and he absolutely destroyed that ball. Great sign for Bowers because we really need him to get going type thing. The Angels would respond back from a 2-run home run by Desmer Guzman. But that would be it. That'd be all the scoring that would be. The Brewers would end up using sort of like the A bullpen a little bit. Grant Anderson would go an inning at third. I don't remember if there was anyone on base. That's why he was taken out or not. I can't remember exactly. But Anderson looks good. Gave up no hits. Struck a guy out. Uribe came in. I think it was because Trout was coming up. Yeah. So Uribe ended up striking out Trout in this one. I don't know. He had that slider working. And then Miguel came in to finish the game just because he needed a bit of work. It's a 4-run lead. Might as well go to secure the win. But they said he hadn't pitched in like 6 days prior to that. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. So there was that. Overall, game went really well. Johan was really sharp. Got another quality start from him. 6 innings, only two earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. A 2-run home run by that Guzman. So, main story about this one is that the Brewers could have had a lot more runs on the board here. It's like you left 11 on base and we're 2 for 17 with runners in scoring position. The thing that continues to plague us. It's just really annoying. It's like you drew 8 walks in this game. So it's like you drew 8 walks and you only had I was about to say you only had 6 hits, and I'm like, no, you had 9 hits and 6 runs. So, really, really need to get better with runners in scoring position. I don't know what it is that we just can't hit. I don't know. I hammer this every time in recent breakdowns, and I'm just like, come on, guys, why can't we not hit with runners in scoring position, please? Whatever. We also ran rampant. I remember. Like, luckily we had the long ball working on that day. But if we hadn't, that would not have worked. That would not have been good. Game 2 was Robert Gasser versus was supposed to be Jose Soriano, but they ended up pulling him because they were kind of fairly confident they were going to trade him. So Brent Suter from Brewer would start on the mound for the Angels. And then so it was like against Gasser. Gasser ended up giving up I think it was a hit to Neto, or maybe walked Trout or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I think it was a hit from Trout. And then Jorge Soler would just flip one over the head of Ortiz at third base, and it just rolled forever in the corner, which allowed Trout to score. So the Angels would get on the board 1-0 early. The Brewers just couldn't find anything when it came to the bullpen or whatever. It wasn't until the fourth inning where Bowers again crushed a home run to right field for his 20th of the year. Bowers seems like he's heating up or whatever. He seems like he's hitting that low inside, like kind of a splitter, slider, or whatever. I think a pitch that I feel like he had been struggling with for a while there. So that's always good to see. But so it's like, and then the eighth, the Bryce Trangwood single after they loaded the bases. In that inning when they took out that Nader Jr., I believe, Bar Jr. He loaded the bases, and then was he loaded the bases? I don't remember. Maybe it was, I don't know. I don't remember. Either way, it was like we had bases loaded, and first pitch that Trang sees, I think he put straight back up the middle. Trio would score on that one, and then the ninth inning, Pratt would add on an additional one. There's a big insurance run as that ball just literally just found the middle infield, basically just right where the middle infield was not playing. That's really what it came down to. So, hey, we'll take that. Mitchell ends up scoring. Brian gives a big insurance run. And then McGill came in for his 18th save of the year. Another good day from the bullpen as well. He had the A bullpen working again. With Chad Patrick ended up working up the 2 after Gasser only went 5 innings. I think he threw a lot of pitches to get through that, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, still a pretty good start from Gasser. Patrick went 2 innings. It looks really, really good. He struck out 5 in his 2 innings, which is crazy because that's 5 of his 6 outs were strikeouts. Gave up 1 hit, but no runs. Uribe worked an inning, got 2 strikeouts. I think again struck out Trout as well, so that was pretty cool. And then McGill just is what Trevor McGill's been doing for a good while now. So and close down the game. I think he got like the last batter to swing on like a really bad knuckle curve because he was expecting like a fastball or something like that. I don't know. Just felt like he was up there guessing, and I was just like, "Ooh, swung at that." Okay. So hey, Brewers end up winning 3-1 series win over the Angels, with Majiga Mizrowski on the mound. Unfortunately, it didn't work out Miz's way. So, Jacob Mizrowski versus Jose Urena, as the Brewers offense just did nothing. I didn't get a chance to really watch this game because one, I was on Peacock and I was working at the time. Just felt like we were getting nothing. Nothing was happening basically to for that or whatever. It was like Urena went 6 innings, gave up a couple hits, like 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Pretty good day from him. Mizrowski, I mean, we went 7 innings, gave up the 2-run home run to Wade Meckler in the 2nd inning, and that was it. That was all she wrote, pretty much. It was like it was like 2 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, stuff like that. And it's like it was on like that. I think it was like an inside cutter. Like he doubled up on the cutter and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, man. I get like, oh, you can't just throw the fastball all day long and stuff like that. But I'm like, I feel like the cutter's just not quite there. Overall, still a really good start from Mizrowski. Offense just gotta freaking do something, man. Like you just something, anything. Like every time we had, it's like you went 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. It's not like you didn't have chances to win this game type thing, or at least get you back in this game. You didn't stuff like that. So, and like the Angels only were 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position, left 3 on base. Like that, Hall would end up giving up a run the 8th, and that pretty much sealed the deal from there. That they were just not gonna come back at all. So, Reds get shut out 3-0 in that 3rd game, and it's just like one of those days where it's just like, I think they were just, I don't know, who knows? It's just like, why can we not? I don't know. It's just, I hate losing Mizrowski days because it's like, in essence, we're not like, oh, we need to win every one. This wasn't like, I was about to say Tigers and Tarek Skubal, but I don't want to get into that. But it was like when Skubal was on the Tigers, they were like, oh, we have to win the Skubal days and stuff like that. But It's like not like the Brewers have to win the Mizrowski days, but it's just like when you don't win and Miz throws a really good game like this, like he does almost every time he goes out on the mound. Like, come on, guys, we got to do that. We can't. Whatever. So Miz gets the loss because of that. It's not like I don't know. I guess I know that Arena is having like a really good year. Like it's like he's with that he's now 7-7 and like is 2.54 ERA. So it's like he's not giving up runs. But I sit here just going like this offense needs to be better than that. The fact that you're getting beat by Arena just like what does that give me hope for that the Brewers are gonna like beat the Dodgers or any like big name pitcher and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is just another one of those scenarios where it's like, I want to believe in this team, and I do believe in this team, but there's just times where I'm just like, we just don't got it. We just don't got it. I don't know. There's like some sort of magic that needs to happen type thing, and I'm like, and the funny thing is like early in the year, it's like games like this just didn't happen. Like we never felt we were out of a game type thing, and it's like we were never really out of the game, but it's like the offense is just doing nothing. Pitching was doing great type thing, and it's just like I don't know. Sometimes that's just baseball or whatever type thing. That's how it goes. You probably weren't gonna. It's just worse because it's a Mizrowski day. Had this been like a Drohan or a Gasser day or something like that, I think I would have said, sucks. But this is a Miz day. Don't want to lose Miz days. So it is what it is. So overall, you still won. You still beat the Angels 2-1. Yeah, the lead over the Cubs is a 6.5 game stretch. You are, I think, technically have the best record in baseball. I think we have like a half game lead over the Dodgers or something like that. Yeah, half game lead over the Dodgers because they lost again to the Boston Red Sox. So yeah. So anyway, looking ahead, we got the Pirates coming up at American Family Field. It'll be Brandon Sproat versus Bubba Chandler. I think the last time the Brewers faced Chandler, he had a pretty good outing, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Sproat's coming off a pretty solid start out in San Francisco. Hopefully his command will just be a little bit better this time, considering that this offense for the Pirates is going to be a little bit better than what we saw there. So, and the Pirates always give us fits, so can't do that. It can't be missing a ton. Game 2 will be Logan Henderson versus Jared Jones. I also want to point out Monday's game. That is today's game. I'm recording this at basically 10 o'clock on a Monday. So if there's any trades that are happening right now, I do not know about them. So, but that is the trade deadline as of today. Yeah, it's Logan Henderson versus Jared Jones. That should be solid. Jared Jones, I know, has been slowly working back, or maybe he's full back. I don't know if they have him fully stretched out yet or not, but I know he's coming off of an injury. Henderson, he's been really good type thing. First real start against the Pirates from what I can tell. It's like he has a couple flat bats from a couple other guys or whatever, but that's about it. Game 3 is Paul Skeens versus, it says TBD, but between the reports that we're hearing and everything like that, it sounds like it's Kyle Harrison will be returning to the major leagues, be facing up against Paul Skeens. So we'll see how that one goes. That'll be an interesting one. I'll be really excited to get Harrison back. Sounds like he's been doing really, really well in AAA and his rehab starts. So, and the first look for Cooper Pratt and Luis Lara to see Paul Skeens. Hopefully he won't just throw a gem on us. That'd be nice. Knock on wood. This is a 4-game series, so then game 4 will be Brandon Ashcraft versus Shane Drohan. That ended out on a Thursday game. I am actually going to this game, so that'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to series. Hopefully, we can do a little bit better against the Pirates than we did just before the trade deadline, or before not trade deadline, before the All-Star game, All-Star break, where we got swept by them, stuff like that. We just need to play a little better than that. I know I talked about trade deadlines, and I do want to point out one trade the Brewers did make was they acquired Bo Naylor and this Cody Hewer from the Guardians in exchange for Craig Yoho and Blake Perkins. Not overly shocked that the Brewers got rid of Perk. He wasn't that great for us, and he's been sitting on the Major League roster as like a backup outfielder for I don't know, a while, pretty much. And so it's just like, but he hadn't seen any time, so it's like bat's just not there. His defense is good, but it's like it's not worth it to put out in the field when you have like Lara. He's just the odd man out. So thanks, Perk, for all that you did. We'll all miss you. One that was really perplexing to me was Yoho, because I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I get that he's tearing it up in Triple A. He had like really good numbers. He had like a 1.10 ERA and that or whatever type thing. And he has moments where he blows up in the majors type thing. But I don't know. I still thought the stuff was there and everything like that. But I guess the Brewers didn't think that they could, get anything out of it type thing. Bo Naylor, who's been in Triple A since like May, like he was not having a good year at all. And from what it sounds like, the Guardians didn't really know how to best help Naylor. It's like they moved on from him. They traded for Patrick Bailey early in the season. I don't really get this move. Like, I guess the Cody Hewer might prove to be something that the Brewers pitching lab will look into. You had so much in the outfield that you don't really like. Getting rid of Perk is whatever type thing. But overall, this is kind of just a whole lot of nothing. This is kind of like the trades that you always see from, these kind of small market teams, kind of just going like, yeah, we'll give you this and that and type of thing, just to kind of fill up the AAA. I know they were saying that Naylor provides a little bit more depth in the AAA one because Cuero has been DHing coming off of injuries again. So I don't know. And then Cody Hewer again. Maybe the pitching lab gets really into it type thing. But overall, I don't know. Unfortunately, we did lose our secret weapon against Christopher Sanchez. So hopefully we don't have to face Christopher Sanchez again. Oh man, that's just funny. It's funny to think about. Naylor has a lot of upside. He and everything like that, and potentially they might be looking at him as the kind of like the backup catcher to next season. Behind Contreras. So like, and then maybe I guess that maybe means that Gary Sanchez might be traded if he is in a trade package again. It's at 10 o'clock on Monday. If any trades have happened, I do not know about them. I'm keeping an eye on my phone, but for the most part, there's been a lot of other trades that, or whatever. I saw like Jose Soriano to the Blue Jays, which is weird because they just traded away Kevin Gausman to the Cubs. The Phillies getting a Luis Ariz. Forget who their second baseman was. Stott? Right? Yeah, because you have Baum at third and you got Stott at second. Wait, how does that work with the infield? Wait, I just thought about that. I'm like, wait, where does he play now? I'm sorry, I've just got on a random topic here. The Phillies gave up their number 4 overall prospect for it. Oh, it's a 3-team deal. Weird. Giants received the Phillies' number 4 overall prospect in Mari Garrier, IA reliever, I guess. Phillies received Luis Ariz and Caleb Killian, reliever. And then another trade with the Mets, they got Brooks Raley for their number 27th outfielder. Okay, that's fine. Weird. I don't know. I don't know how the infield now aligns with what they're doing unless they're taking Stott out. Yeah, he's probably gonna play over Stott, but whatever. Not what I'm trying to figure out here. So, um, whatever type thing. I can sit here and speculate on trade talks or whatever type thing all you want or whatever type thing. I could talk about Scooble. I don't want to talk about Scooble. I've talked enough about Scooble off things or whatever, trying to formulate thoughts and everything like that. And basically, it comes down to I really wish there was going to be a 2027 season, but unfortunately, doesn't look like anyone really wanted to do that type thing. I do think the Brewers do need to trade. Well, I really want them to make a trade and stuff like that. I don't want them to give up their main guys or whatever type thing. But I think that there are trades you could make that teams would take. Like I sit here and just looking at this, I'm like the fact the Mariners gave up Luis Castillo, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't remember where he got traded to. I really don't. Where did he get traded to again? Trying to find here, but apparently I cannot. News, maybe, I guess. Yeah, here it is. Oh, the White Sox. That's right, because they got Sir Anthony Dominguez. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Nolan Jones, and Boston Smith, the Mariners' 14th prospects for cash considerations. What? Dominguez was key in the deal, which wait. So the Mariners decided that we're gonna trade Luis Castillo, Nolan Jones, and Boston Smith, their 14th, with cash. Was Castillo having that bad of a year? Like, was Luis Castillo having that bad of a year when he was traded? I don't know. Whatever type thing. I'm not gonna really speculate in it or whatever type thing. Teams that are, I mean, like the Nationals. I mean, considering they just traded Luis Garcia Jr., might tells you that they're willing to make some trades. I know. I think last time we talked about this, there was that Foster Griffin who was having a really good year. They could potentially have him. Looks like he got blown up in his last start. Holy crap, against Atlanta. We went from like a 270, or it was like a 3.0. Yeah, because he was a 255 ERA in his last 7, 58 ERA, and bumped up to like 3.26 now. It's fine. It's still good. But I don't know. Maybe that's reasons for not wanting it to do it type thing. I don't know. What else there was? I mean, realistically, if Miami is selling here, and from little reports I keep reading is that Alcantara is probably not going to be dealt or whatever. Fine. Freddie already got dealt to the Rays. The Mets are like, you could potentially get Clay Holmes from the Mets, maybe. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, getting Luke Weaver might be pretty good. Malley already got traded. Yankees aren't going to sell. They're going to trade. They're going to acquire. Same with Boston. Baltimore doesn't have anything I want. Blue Jays are buying and selling, apparently. Weird. Cleveland's no. Twins believe that they're trying to compete here. I don't know, man. What can they expect to get on the deadline? Let's take a quick peek here. I don't know. It really comes down to the need for pitching. Yeah, everyone needs pitching. It's just what it is. Literally everyone needs pitching. I know Royals. What was it? They were thinking about getting Michael Wacha or something like that. I don't know but what kind of year he was having. Where is he? I don't even see him. Oh, yeah, there he is, Michael Wacha. We're potentially getting him. It's 5-8 record, but they're bad. And 22 starts, 3.51 ERA. That's not bad. More consistent starter potentially. There's Warrants, I guess. He's had a pretty good stretch recently. Last three games out and given up an earned run against San Francisco in 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs against Detroit in 7 innings and 1 run in 6 innings in Colorado. Feels like if we were making a trade for Wacha, we would want someone else from the Royals at that point. And I don't even know what that would necessarily be, considering what they'd probably be willing to give up. What I even want, honestly, nothing really. Just keep looking at this or whatever, and it's like there's just not a whole lot here. It's like maybe Lugo isn't like Lugo having like a halfway decent year, but isn't he their closer? Now that I think about it, saves. Yeah, he's got 16 that's 16 career save. Okay, he's not the closer. I thought he was. Okay, yeah, thought he was having a better year than that, but so he's making starts. Oh, that's right. He's the starter. I thought he was a closer. Who am I thinking as a closer? I mean, I know their main closer's hurt, right? I don't remember what his name is. That's right. I think I forgot they had Easton McGee. God, where is he? He must be hurt. So I don't know. I don't remember. He was like what was it, the leader in like that or what, like that. Houston's now in top of their division by 2.5 games. It's crazy to me. And after that, I mean, like, there's not a whole lot. It's like I would have said like Jose Soriano from the Angels, but he just got traded. Arena is a rookie or very young, the guy that we just faced. Is there anyone from the A's I want? Probably not. Definitely not for pitching. That's for damn sure. Probably like Gage Jump is the only one, but isn't he's like rookie or very much in control? Yeah, he's a rookie this year. But even that is kind of like whatever. The A's that you want, I don't know. It's nothing I can see, but leave it to the Brewers to probably figure out something somewhere. Unless they wanted to do some in division trades. It's like, not that I think the A's or the Reds will give up, like, they're not going to give up Chase Burns. They're probably not going to give up Andrew Abbott. I know there's talks about Hunter Green being traded. I know he came back from injury. Doesn't look like he's been the greatest since coming back from injury. 4 earned runs, 6 earned runs, 3 earned runs, yeah. Stuff like that. I'm like, if you do, it's for the future. It could be good, and it's not going to be a win now situation type thing. So, not particularly anything there that I can think of. Yeah, there's just nothing that interests me there. I don't know. We'll see what the Brewers make. I feel like the trade pool is very thin and stuff like that, and see if they do any sort of trades. I think Clay Holmes probably about the only one that I can think of that is sort of available, that noteworthy, that I can think of. It's like Luke Weaver. I know has been having a really good year. Where's Clay Holmes? Is he not? Is he hurt? But he wait. It says he's wait. They're talking about trading Clay Holmes, and he hasn't pitched since May. was having a good year before that. Yeah, 239. You don't know what he's going to have when he comes back. Never mind. I don't want Clay Holmes. I want Luke Weaver. Because Weaver has been really good this year. He's like 184 ERA. And that's the thing about it is like, do the Brewers really need another starter? Probably, but like they would want a more proven starter, right? That's what I would think. But overall, I sit here going just like, I don't like other than like you want a proven starter. You wouldn't want someone that's just like that. Like McLean's off there. We don't want Manaya's been bad. And so you sit here going just like, don't want Kota Senga, maybe Zach Thornton, but isn't he's a rookie this year, so they're not going to give him up. Yeah. I mean, this is it, I think. So, but Weaver would be a really good addition to the late for the bullpen. Really good shutdown guy. So, like I said, we'll see. Here I said I didn't want to do trade speculation because, by the time I put this out, trades are happening. But what it is, I guess. So anyway, I mean, like the Brewers just got to continue on what they're doing, type thing or whatever. It's like got to figure out the hit runners and scoring position. Just relax up there. I feel like they're trying too hard sometimes. Really, really like get hits or something like that. They're really trying too hard, type thing. I also think that sometimes they're just not looking into pitches and stuff like that. I don't know. Like at bats are usually pretty good, but it's like I get hitting's hard, everything like that, but it's just got to be a little bit better with runners in scoring position. Just what it is, just what do we need to do and what it is, type thing. And you can't just get like shut out like that against Miz Day. Like, I don't know, maybe they were just like, oh, we won the series, we're good there, type thing. It's like you got to keep pressing, Like I was like, I believe the Braves are like right on our heels. Yeah, 2.5 games back. Like 3 games back of us for second wild card or whatever type thing. Like we don't want to play in. We don't be playing in the wild card series. We don't need that. Don't need that. Ultimately, you got the Pirates here. Got a lot of good starters here. Honestly, every one of these starters, like I know Bubba Chandler's not having a good year, but he's still got a lot of good stuff type thing. Same thing with Jared Jones. I know he's coming off of injury. So there's that. Scheme's not having his best year of all time. It's still pretty good, but it's still pretty good. His ERA is a little high. That's for damn sure. Considering it's 3.90 when the guy posted under 2 the last 2 years. Wild to me. Type thing. And then Ashcraft, he's 11-4. 11-4 with an almost 4 ERA. Kind of nuts. Didn't realize that when I scrolled past him. This is his second year. I thought he was up there. Okay, so he was up there last year as mainly a reliever. Now he's a starter. 17 home runs, 56 ERA, 56 earned runs to 61 runs. Interesting. So, yeah. I mean, that's really what it comes down to it. I was just looking at it because I remember hearing that O'Neal Cruz is hurt, the guy who always kills us. So, actually, kind of nice that he is hurt. So that way, we don't have to face him. So, anyway, I'm done rambling. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll probably make something else if the Brewers do make a move type thing. I might even do another video just kind of like detailing what I think that the Brewers rest of the season could look like with the team that they have in place. Whether that means they made a trade or not made a trade, we'll see. Type thing. But we'll give a little look see. We'll feel it out type thing. But overall it was decent West Coast stretch. You went 3-3. Come back home against the Pirates. Then you got the Twins. So before going back out west again to what will be the Padres and Dodgers. So that should be our last out west stretch. That'll be pretty nice. Get out of the way. But overall, stay in the hunt. Keep going. Just doing what you're doing. Win the pitch. Win every day. What it comes down to. Try and win as much as you can. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. See y'all next time. See you on Thursday, or probably will end up being Friday, or maybe like Thursday. I don't know. Whatever. Somewhere around there. So we'll see you then. Bye bye.